I've been privileged to travel to a number of African countries as a photographer, as a journalist, and also as a researcher. But one of my favorite moments must be the 2016 Maasai Olympics. Probably the least known, but one of the most amazing sports events. The Maasai has one of the most recognized cultures in the world, being famous for their colorful clothing and traditional jumping, but they face their own cultural challenges. The fathers of the Maasai tribe realized that in 1 year, 4,000 young men, of which 40% are illiterate, have to be initiated. Part of their culture is for a young man to kill a lion to gain recognition for his manhood and to express his bravery. But it's also a way to attract the attention of girlfriends. As a result of this practice, the lion population has declined so much that 10 years ago, it was estimated that there were fewer than 10 lions in the Amboseli Tsavo region. This had a negative effect on tourism in the area, which is obviously the primary source of income for the Maasai. So they realized that something had to change. But how do you change the traditions and cultures of people? They decided to introduce the Maasai Olympics, a sports event combining traditional events such as spear and rungu throwing with modern sports events, including the 200-meter sprint, 800 and 1,500 meters, and of course, the Maasai high jump. The first Maasai Olympics were planned for December 2012, and in the same year, in August at the London Olympic Games, David Rudisha, a Maasai from Kenya, won the gold medal in the 800 meters in a world record time. It was described as the best race of all time, arguably the best race in an Olympic stadium. The Maasai had found a champion for their cause. When David came back to Kenya, he agreed to endorse the Maasai Olympics and became the patron of the event. This is a huge inspiration for the warrior athletes. He cheers them on, sets them off in the long distance running, gives advice, and hands out the prizes. My first experience was at the 2016 Games, and I can't begin to describe the atmosphere at this event. The pressure to win on these athletes is tremendous. Not only the prizes, like an invitation to run in the New York Marathon in 2017 must be considered, but this is a rite of passage, a test of your manhood. You can see in their eyes as they stand at the starting line, this is much more than a race. There's also two events for girls, the 100 meters and the 1,500 meters. In the end, the village Rombo not only won the day, but also won the Chester Zoo Conservation Scholarship Prize worth $2,600 because the village had not killed any lions during the 2016 year. At the end of the day, after all the speeches and conservation messages had been delivered, the athletes and crowds faded away in the dust of the late afternoon. But the world had taken notice. The message of the day was clear. Lions and other wildlife are worth more alive than dead. And this is what the Maasai Olympics is all about. A way to change an ancient culture and through that, create heroes without killing lions. Now, thanks in part to the Maasai Olympics, estimates are that there are 70 to 120 lions in the region, and 93% of the young Maasai warriors believe that the Olympics has raised awareness about lion conservation in their community. And also education. The prize money is mostly used for further studies. Cultural change takes time and it must be reinforced over time. The Maasai Olympics are a great example of an approach where conservation supports the people and people support conservation. They help to facilitate a cultural shift among the 800,000 Maasai in Kenya to be guardians for lions. This is an example where business can learn from and also set a benchmark for other cultures in Africa and globally. In a world where we face so many problems and day-to-day struggles of chasing money and dreams, there are lessons we can learn from the Maasai. This is a classic case of changing the culture of an organization by recognizing the need to change, identifying a champion, and getting the buy-in from the community. The Maasai saved the lions in their region by changing a whole community's way of thinking.